Man, what's going on YouTube? We back at it again with another banger video, man. As you can see by the title, we're going to be talking about EDC weapons. Man, before we kick off the video, man, I hope y'all having a great day, great morning, great night, whenever you see this video. Before we get into it, man, if you do make it to the end, man, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on those post notifications because we are uploading pretty much weekly. As you can see by the title, man, we talking about the Perfect EDC. Well, let's just say my Perfect EDC, which is the Glock 43X. Beautiful, beautiful firearm. Before we get into it, like I said, this is my EDC weapon. So let me go ahead and clear that. All right, the firearm is now clear from any ammunition in the head. YouTube, we're in a safe control environment. There is no people, animals, nothing around. Nobody that could be harmed in the making of this video. All right. Anyway, man, this is the Glock 43X. I'm gonna break down everything and talk about why I have it set up the way I have it set up. As you can see, man, this is really a basic setup. With this Glock 43X, I don't have too much going on. It's a nice, clean, sleek design, and I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love that. It's very basic. But before we get into it, let's get in to some of the specs of the weapon, and then I'm gonna talk about why I run the Glock 43X over something else. All right, but the Glock 43X number one is a very slimline firearm. You can see how slim this frame is. It's not long, but the frame is really slim. The handle, if you have anywhere from medium on downsized hands, this handle is not gonna be a problem at all. It's enough length to get a good grip on. Now, if you do have bigger hands, you're gonna wanna get something like what I have right here. Now, I don't have big hands, but having that +2, it really gives you almost like, I'm not gonna say a full size grip, but something more close to a compact, honestly. So you can really get your hands up on that thing for real. Moving on from that, the Glock 43X, it comes with a what's it called? I actually got the rump. Hey man, this is why y'all gotta pay attention when you go out the house. Look, I was running late for work this morning, and I actually picked up the wrong spare mag. I picked up my Glock 19 mag, rushing out the house for my backup mag. I'm glad nothing ain't happening. I needed 2 mags because it's definitely a Glock 19 mag. But anyway, we're gonna keep this thing rolling, man. We're gonna keep this shit raw and uncut. But it comes with a 10-round magazine, all right, bone stock. If you like me, you know what I'm saying, you kind of want more capacity than 10 rounds. So, I went with the +2 that I got from Glock store. I think that's at the bottom. Yeah, got this from Glock store. A really nice addition to your Glock 43X setup. The ammunition that we're running in here is Hornady. Yeah, I think this, Hornady hollow point ammunition. Really good ammunition. You can't go wrong with it. So we're gonna go ahead and put that back in. Once again, there is not one in the chamber. So yeah, I got the +2 right there. As far as my light, I went with the the TLR 7X sub, if I'm correct. Yeah, 7X sub stream light. I went with that. This is a really good light. The reason I went with this one, number one, is the paddles. It's very easy to toggle this on and off. I have short fingers, and this allows me to reach it without a problem. I don't have to overstretch. I don't have to use my thumb over here. I can use that my index finger. Really simple and easy. But if I do want to use that thumb right here, I can do that. And with this light, it came with the strobe feature, and that's something that I do like to have on an EDC weapon. I like to have a strobe light. Moving on from that, I went with the Hollow Sun. This is the EPS carry. Very nice red dot. I'm gonna see if I can get y'all boys in that frame without flagging myself. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Hopefully y'all can. I'm gonna kind of adjust the angles a little bit. But yeah, man, this is the red that I went with. Oh, let me get into pricing before I get to that. This the TLR 7X? I think it was about 140, 150. I might be wrong, but I think it was about 140, 150. This base plate was around, I think, $40 on Glock store, and the Hollow Sun EPS carry was around about $320. I went with the Hollow Sun EPS carry because it is a enclosed optic. So if you one of those people where if you do carry at work and your work environment is a little dirty or a little messy, me personally, I cut hair, so one issue I run into is somehow, I don't know, but if you are a barber, hair gets everywhere in places you feel like it shouldn't get. You cutting hair, man, hair get up under your shirt somehow. And so with my 507 XC that I had on my Glock at one point, I ran into the issue of getting hair inside of my optic a whole lot. So I went with the Hollow Sun EPS carry to avoid that problem. Like I said before, this is an enclosed optic, so I don't have any hair getting in there obscuring my dot, any debris or anything like that. So you don't even have to be a person in a messy work environment. The Hollow Sun EPS carry is just a great option if you don't want any debris getting inside of your red dot. Just plainly simple as that. It was worth every penny. It is pretty expensive for a red dot, the $330. But for some people that's like, it's chump change. It is what it is. To your regular everyday person, they not really trying to spend that much money on a red dot, and I understand it's pretty pricey. But overall, man, the Glock 43X is it's a beautiful firearm. I love looking at it. It's great. All right, now let's go into the shooting portion of it. This thing shoots really good. If you know how to mitigate recoil, if you have a good grip purchase on your weapon, you should be able to shoot this thing pretty flat. When I first got a Glock 43X, before I got the MOS version, it was going on 2 years ago. I was like, man, this little thing real snappy, but I just really wasn't used to it. Some would still say it is pretty snappy, but I would say, as you train, you're gonna get way more efficient with that firearm. You're gonna get used to it, and you're gonna be able to mitigate that recoil. So now I can put multiple shots on paper perfectly fine, without coming off target too funny. The only con that I would say with the Glock 43X probably would be the trigger weight. Now I'm not the type of guy that's usually gonna change out a trigger. I changed out a trigger one time before, had a bad experience. It was good for months, and then out of nowhere the trigger just like it died. So, and that was on my EDC weapon, and after that, I had that trigger scare. I didn't want to dabble back into that. Now, if you want to run your aftermarket trigger, man, go ahead, bro. It's a lot of good triggers out there that people ain't never had no problems with. I just happen to have a problem with my Timney trigger. I was like, this thing too damn expensive for me to be having a problem with, and I did. Granted, I think I bought the wrong one. I bought the competition trigger and I was using it as EDC, but it's still no excuse why it just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, I'm done with that. But yeah, I'm going off on a tangent. The Glock 43X, the trigger is pretty heavy once again, but it is nothing that is not manageable. It's nothing that's like, oh my God, I gotta get this out. Once you get used to it, it's cool. The trigger weight, I think, at one point I swore I seen in my little booklet, that thing said 7 pounds, but it could be more around about 5.5 to 6 pounds. That's what I'm thinking. Just based on how it feels, I'm thinking about 5.5 to 6 pounds. But it does take some pressure, which is not bad for an EDC weapon. It'll suck to have a negligent discharge. When you're in a situation you're not trying to shoot and you accidentally do it. So it's kind of like a safety net, if you ask me. When you really think about it, it's like a safety net. But moving on to the next topic with the Glock 43X is concealability. This is the main reason why I like to say this is like the perfect EDC, because once you throw this +2 on here, you're getting more of that fuller size grip, you know, like a slightly longer grip than most of your compacts, because most of my compacts end about right here where that base plate is. All right, but this is slightly longer, so it's like you're still getting a really good purchase on that firearm in this small frame, and it's just, I don't know, man, it's nice, bro. if I gotta say anything, man, it's nice, bro. That's why I say it's one of the perfect EDCs. It's very versatile, especially if you are a slimmer body person. I don't weigh that much. My stomach's pretty flat, so bulkier guns like my Glock 19, you know, I will carry that in the wintertime. I used to have to carry it in the summer. I didn't have no option because that was my only pistol, but I would run into printing issues. You know, I don't have a gut, so I don't have anything to mask that bulge, you feel me? And so, you know, if you got a Glock 19, you got more of a, you know, a belly a little bit, you can conceal that a lot better. It's just gonna blend in with your clothing a lot more based on your body composition. Well, my stomach's really flat, so that shit be poking, and it's like, I remember I was in a gas station one time, and this lady, I saw her look straight down to my midsection. I said, yeah, she can see that gun, because I can see the gun. It was printing way too hard. So I was like, yeah, man, I gotta get something a lot more slim. And so for all my slim guys out there, you know, some of y'all might be slim and you can conceal your Glocks, your Glock 19 or whatever you wearing really good. I just can't. To be honest, I just can't, unless I'm wearing an oversized tee. You know, if I'm wearing an oversized tee, yeah, I'll be able to, you know, conceal that pretty good. But this is the best option for me, and it works, man. It works really good. Far as shooting, I done shot so many rounds through the Glock 43X, never had any issues. This thing runs. It's a Glock, so you know it's gonna run. My holster that I'm running is by We the People holsters. It is in garnet and black. I got that because I am a South Carolina fan. So this is how that looks in there. Really nice. I like We the People holsters, man. They got some nice stuff. But yeah, man, Glock 43X, bro. Tell me what y'all think about the Glock 43X. I feel like it's a great purchase, especially for your first firearm. If you are, especially how long it's been going, like the Glock 43X, in my opinion, is still relevant. You know, I know they got all these other different EDC options, but man, listen, this 43X MOS still relevant. I highly recommend it still. But yeah, man, I forgot what I was just about to say. I was about to tell y'all something. But yeah, man, once again, bro, great option. Highly recommend this weapon. Yeah, I think I pretty much covered every topic on the Glock 43X, besides the pricing. I think the MOS was around 500 to 550. I think it was, yeah, anywhere from 500 to 550. It was somewhere in that range when I purchased this firearm. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Glock 43X. If you have any more questions about the Glock 43X, man, feel free to, you know, drop them in the comments, and I will be sure to, you know, say something back and, you know, give some feedback or whatever like that. But before we get out of here, man, let me know what y'all EDC, man. Let me know what y'all carrying, because I know it's so many options to go with. This just happens to be the best EDC option for me personally, and I love it, man. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, y'all. Like I always say, man, y'all stay strapped, stay blessed, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace.